Okay, is the screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. Good afternoon to all. So, welcome back to the session of engineering, that is basics in civil and mechanical engineering. So, in the last class, we have studied the bridges and also tunnels. Correct, na?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, I have uploaded this PPT. Have you checked?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, by going through that PPT, you can make the short notes and all, and also you go through the entire PPT and also go through the MCQs, whatever I have uploaded from this chapter. Okay. So in this class, we will go through the next part. What is that next part? Docks, harbor, and ports. Okay. Okay. This is all you have studied in the last class. Okay. Okay. In this class, we will start the docks, harbors, and tunnels. That is ports. That is construction of the docks and harbors. Okay. Can anybody tell me what is docks and harbors? Yes. The vehicles, that is your ST and all, buses and all, will stop. Where it is going to stop? Your vehicles, whatever government vehicles are there, where they are going to, transportation vehicles, where they are going to stop? They will stop at the bus terminals, correct na? Correct or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Similarly, where your aeroplane will stop?
Airport.
Airport. Where your rail will start?
Railway station. Railway
Okay, at a
station.
railway station. Similarly, for the movement of the your ships, okay, ships and all, where that will stop? That will stop at the docks and harbors. Okay, it is the starting point from the docks and harbors. The loading and unloading will take place at the docks and harbors. Okay, so what are these docks and harbors? What is the construction and all? We will see. Okay, is the screen visible now?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay, so first term is docks. So what is this docks? Okay, so what is this duct means? The enclosed area provided for the berthing ships to keep them afloat at a uniform level to facilitate loading and unloading is called as ducts. It means it is a one of the uniform a place. If at all this is, if you see that this is the entire, okay, land, okay, this is land and this is entire, it is this is pura land है. Okay, इसका बाजू में क्या है? This is पूरा पानी है. Okay, your ship will move. Okay, where it has to stop and where loading and unloading will take place, the particular place is constructed, and this particular place is called as, it is docks. Okay, dock is the enclosed area provided for the berthing ships. It means it is the ship is kept afloat. It will, ship is floating, and at this level loading and unloading is takes place. Okay, whenever there is a like near the docks and all, so but ship will come, and loading and unloading will take place at the ship. That particular place is called as, or particular site is called as, that is docks. Okay, it is enclosed area. The boundary of that particular is, it is closed. Okay, I will show the figure, you will come to know. Then what is the point? That is harbor. Harbor is a sheltered area. Okay, it is also protected area, sheltered area, of the sea in which vessels could be launched. It means the very first point is it is launched. Ship can be launched, built or repaired. Ship can be launched, ship can be built, ship can be repaired. Repair of the ship will take place, and or could seek the refuge during the storm. During the Chandamarutha cyclone will come, no, at that time the particular ship will come and stay there. They will take the shelter, okay, during the storm time, and provide a loading and unloading facility of cargo. Okay, if there is a large, very large ship is there, very small cargo is also there. Okay, to ship, to load and unload of that particular cargo will also take place in the harbor, and also passengers is called as harbor. Okay, so you have seen docks and harbor. In the dock, what it will come? The ship will come towards the boundary. Okay, and the particular area is sheltered, that is protected. Okay, only loading and unloading will take place. At the deck, loading and unloading will take place. Okay, in the harbor, the area is protected area. All the ships will come and sheltered. Okay, during storm आए तो at that time they will come and they will take a shelter, and the launching will take place, yeah, and the repair will take place, and build will take place. And it means the manufacture of the ship will take place at the harbor site only. If there is any repair of the ship is there, that will take place at the harbor only. Okay, if that is loading and unloading of the cargo is there, then that is also takes place at the cargo and passengers. Okay, that is also takes place in the harbor. Is it clear? दोनों के बीच में क्या डिफरेंस है आपको समझ में आ गया? डक्स एंड हार्बर? Yes or no? Yes, am I audible? Am I audible or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Whenever I ask a response, no, you should give a response yes or no. Okay, because due to network and all, आपको भी you cannot be hear me or I cannot hear you. Okay, all of you, whenever ask questions, yes or no, you have to give a response. आपको difference समझ में आया ना? Ducks and harbor?
Yes, sir.
So now tell me, which one is small, which one is large? Duck is small or harbor is small? See, in the duck is small, and harbor is, it is very large. Okay, in the duck, what it will takes place? Only loading and unloading will take place. Okay, and in the harbor, all the launching of the ship will take place, building of the ship, manufacture of the ship will take place, repair will take place. Okay, loading and unloading of cargo and passenger will take place. Okay. Okay, see, harbor means what? So harbor is a sheltered area. Okay, it is entirely, it is sheltered, because inside this harbor all the ships will come and take the protection. Sheltered area used for loading and unloading of cargo. Cargo means it is kind of goods and services. Okay, goods only. And vessels are built, repair and launch. Vessels means ship only. Ship will build, ship will take the repair, ship will launch at this place. It protects the ships naturally and artificially form of fury of sea. It means Chandamarut, cyclone. Okay, if they comes at that time, the harbor will do the shelter to that particular ship. Ships, boats, barges can seek shelter from stormy weather. Storm is very large waves. Okay, storm weather. Invisible water, well protected naturally or artificially. This harbor is situated along the seashore or river, estuary or lake or canal connected to sea. Okay, all the this harbor is located at the along the seashore or river, estuary or lake or canal connected to the sea. Okay, at that place the harbor is made. Okay, classification of harbor. So how the classification is done? Harbor, the first one is artificial harbor and one more is natural harbor. Okay, what is this artificial harbor? This harbor is made by the man-made. Okay, harbor that is made by man. Man-made harbor is called as artificial harbor. Then deliberately constructed breakwater sea walls. Okay, so if at all this is a land, okay, so this harbors are, that is artificial harbors are constructed by the breakwater. If they at all water is there, okay, now this entire it is made up of water. Okay, this water is breaked from the inside water and outside water. The harbor is constructed by the breakwater, deliberately constructed by breakwaters. Jetties and also dredging is done. Okay, waters, sea walls, jetties, and dredging will take place. Dredging means removal of the water will take place in the artificial labor harbor. Requires maintenance of by the periodic dredging. Yes, this harbor is in the inside the water, so water will come inside again and again. So periodically it is maintenance takes place. Okay. So example is Madras harbor. So whatever there in the Madras, that Madras harbor is an example for our natural harbor. Sorry, artificial harbor. Okay, this artificial harbor is constructed by the man. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So see the example. So artificial harbor. See, this is a land. This is entire, it is land. Okay. This entire is sea. Okay, this entire is sea. This is the land. So this particular area is constructed by man. Okay, this is the open space. In this space the ship will come. Okay, and they will get protected. Okay, this is a very large area. That's why it's called a harbor. Which type of harbor it is? Is it artificial or natural? Artificial harbor. Okay, so here पूरा क्या क्या इधर? This is पानी है. Okay, here there is full of water. In this case, the particular ship will come and it will enter through this port. Okay, this opening, and they will take place here. Okay, shelter. They will take shelter. Okay, so this is artificial harbor. See, one more is natural harbor. So this natural harbor is protected from the storms and waves by the prominence of land. Okay, whenever there is a land, okay, there is a harbor. That particular harbor is constructed by naturally only. We are not constructing that one. By natural land only, all the waves will protected. Okay, it consists of part of the body of water which is protected by deep enough of anchorage. It means all the waves and Chandamartha cyclones will be protected by the naturally, that is land only. See, this is okay. This side it is purely full of land. Okay, here it is full of land. Either be land, correct? Here there is a sea. Okay, but water is coming here. Okay, this is entirely harbor. This harbor is everywhere. It is protected by the land, correct? Na? Everywhere it is protected by land. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes. See, yes, all our ship will come and take the shelter here. Okay, ship will come and take the shelter here. Okay, is it affected by the waves, cyclone, Chandamarth? No, all the waves will come here and they will strike the land only, here only. Okay, that much, whatever the waves will come in the sea, that much any high tides or waves will not come here. That is registered by the natural ground only. That's why it is called as natural harbor. Are you getting the difference between the natural harbor and artificial harbor?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
See, one more is semi-natural harbor. Can you tell me what is the semi-natural harbor? It means
half natural, half artificial.
Yes, yes. Some portion of the harbor is protected by the natural ground, and some portion of the harbor is constructed by the man. That is called as semi-natural harbor. Example for Visakhapatnam port. Okay, whatever Visakhapatnam port is, that is best example for the sea here. Okay, so here there is a water. Okay, this water. Okay, here there is a water. See, this some portion of the water land is, it is natural. Okay, here, see, this is also a natural, but here he has constructed particularly. Okay, here they. So this is a kind of semi-artificial, semi-natural. Some portion is constructed by the man and some portion is natural. Okay, all the sea here there ships and all will take the shelter. Again, one more classification. Classification is based on the function. So here what we have seen, that is classification based on the natural or artificial. Okay, see here natural artificial we have seen. Okay, so here it is based on the function, how it is doing the function. Based on the function there is a classification. So first one, harbor refuge. Okay, harbor of refuge used for ships in storm and emergency condition. So this harbor refuge is used when there is emergency condition. Okay, it is good anchorage and safe easy access from the sea. Okay, whenever there is a cyclone जब आती है हमको पता रहता क्या, पता नहीं रहता. At that time the harbor refuge will help. Whenever there is an emergency case, all the ships will come near the harbor refuge and they will take the shelter used for the ships in storms. Okay, when very high tides or very high storms will come, emergency condition, that is used. One more is commercial harbor. So facilitates loading and unloading of cargoes are provided. In this commercial harbor, maximum number of commercial businesses takes place. Okay, loading and unloading of cargoes. Cargoes means goods and services. Okay, commercial harbor, maximum number of loading and unloading of cargoes are provided. That is called as commercial harbor. Okay, in your multiple choice questions, so which one is not the classification of harbor based on function? ऐसे भी पूछ सकते हैं. Okay, not ऐसे पूछ सकते, आपको पता रहने का which are the classification based on the function. First one is harbor refuge, second one is commercial refuge. See here, so this is harbor refuge. See, I will draw. So here there is a harbor. Okay, here there is a protected area. Okay, so here the all the your ship will come and take place. Okay, they will take a shelter. It is harbor refuge. During the emergency, all the ship will come here. During emergency, all your ship will come and they will take place shelter. See, but your commercial harbor only that is cargoes, loading and unloading of cargoes will take place. See, there is a ship. Okay, so what is there is goods will ship loading and unloading will take place. Okay, all the goods and services will take place at this point. That is called commercial harbor. So in this harbor only business is taking place in the commercial. In the harbor of refuge only during emergency all the ships will come and they will take the shelter. And one more is fishery harbor. Fishery means you can see here fishery harbor. So all the your boating will take place and they will take the fishing. They will do fishing and all here. Okay, one particular place is there. In that place only fishing will be done. Okay, that is called a fishery harbor. And one more part is military harbor, in which all the military services will take place. The harbor is meant only for the military purpose. See this particular harbor. Okay, all this harbor is takes place only for the military purpose. Here it is fishery harbor. Okay, in this fishery harbor, when the fishes are taken out, they will do kept in refrigeration and all. Okay, see, in the fishery for loading and unloading of the catch means fishing only, it should have the refrigeration stores with plenty of storing space for preserving the catch. Catch means not only fish, that may be fish, that may be crab, all the water bodies. Okay, the whatever it is extracted from the water. And military harbor or naval base harbor, this is harbor is meant for the accommodation of naval craft and serve as a supply depot. The layout of this type of harbor is greatly influenced by the location. Okay, just a minute. Okay, next one is, okay, you have seen this one, fish one, site selection. So how to start the selection of site? Okay, so availability of, first of all, availability of cheap land construction material. Okay, so whenever you are constructing, this is Okay, this is India map. Okay, where I have to construct the particular that is harbor. If the availability of raw material means your cement, sand, aggregate, all your materials, what the materials required for the construction, all those are available at the cheap land and construction material. Natural protection from waves and winds. Okay, so whatever waves and winds are coming at the sea, no, that should be protected naturally. Okay, natural protection should be there. Such a type of site is selected. Transport and communication facility. Okay, the whatever your material is transported, it should be easy transportable and their communication should be easy. Industrial development of locality. Industrial development of locality. So nearby the harbor, the industry should grow. Seabed, subsoil, foundation conditions. Okay, all the seabed is checked. Foundation soil, which type of soil is there, that is checked. Availability of electrical energy. Yes, nearby the harbor, electrical energy provision है क्या नहीं, वो भी check करने का. Defense and strategic aspects. Okay, traffic potentiality and of harbor. Okay, how much capacity that harbor can take. Okay, traffic means movement of the vehicles, that is movement of the ships and all, capacity of that harbor. Okay, these are all the points you have to consider when you select the site for the harbor. Is this clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
These are the points you have to consider. Next, features of the harbor. So what are the features? Means what are the terms that you are coming under the harbor? So you have seen just now while discussing harbors and all, breakwater term ayata. What is that breakwater? Ducks ayata. What is a duck? Entrance channel, jetties, lighthouse, berthing basin, turning basin, pier head, wharves. Okay, you will just see the one by one. What are those? Okay, ducks means you have seen. Ducks are the enclosed areas for berthing of to ships to keep them afloat at uniform level to facilitate loading and unloading of cargo. Okay, ship is duck is a place, enclosed area. Okay, enclosed area where berthing of ships can take place and at uniform to facilitate loading and unloading of cargo. Marine structure. Yes, duck is a marine structure. Marine means what? The structure which is there under water. Marine means the structure which is there under water. It is called a marine structure. For berthing of vessels, berthing means start of the your ships, loading and unloading of cargo passengers. Necessary for discharging the cargo. Okay, so if you want to discharge the cargo, that is necessary. As the ships require number of days for the discharging cargo, during which the period they need the uniform water level. Okay, in these docks, okay, if the discharging of cargo means loading and unloading, is it takes place within 1 hour? See, when the rail will come near the railway station, loading and unloading will take place within hour. Hour means 2-3 hours में हो जाएगा. But when the ship will come nearby the harbor, whether the loading and unloading takes place within a few hours only, or it will take maximum number of days. कितना टाइम बहुत लेते थे ना.
Maximum number of days.
Yes, so loading and unloading for the cargo, that is for the ship, will take maximum number of time. So it will take consume maximum time. That's why it, as the ship requires number of days for discharging cargo, during which period they need a uniform water level. Okay, इसके लिए उसका water level uniform चाहिए. That is maintained in the docks. That is all on the commander docks. So if ship is subjected to vertical movement by the tides, great inconvenience will be felt in lifting the cargo from the ship. The special arrangement will be needed for the lifting of the cargoes. Okay, in case if there is a very high level of tides will come, in that case the whatever water it was there in the level no, so that will takes place like this. In that case, vertical movement of the ship will take place. Your discharge of the cargo will not take place. Discharge means unloading of the cargo will be takes place, it is very difficult. Okay, at that time, ducts will special arrangement will be done. Ducts can be classified into following categories. Okay, again, the ducts will be, there are two types. One is wet ducts and one more is dry duct. See, in the wet duct, the ducts required for the berthing of ships or vessels to facilitate loading or unloading of passengers and cargo are called as wet ducts. They are known as harbor docks. See, what is actually means, wet ducts means the duck will come, that is ship will come. So surrounding the ship, water is there, no? Correct or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes,
Surrounding
sir.
the ship, there is a water. Okay, that water ship will come near the harbor and loading and unloading will take place. Start of the ship will take place. Everything takes place at that time. When the ship is covered by the water fully, then that is called as wet docks. Okay. So in case when there is a repair of the ship is there, so during repairing, whether the water is necessary surrounding the ship, is it required?
No, sir.
No.
No. So it means I have to remove the entire water from the ducts, and I have to do the repair of the ship, that is boat. Correct na? So such a particular duct is called as, it is dry dock. Dry docks. The ducts used for the repair of the ship. So dry docks are used for repair of the ships are known as dry docks. Correct? No? See in the figure. So the duct is constructed. The ship will come here. This is the entrance level that will come, and surrounding the ducts, that is surrounding the ship. Is there any water inside this one?
No, sir.
No.
No.
So it is which kind of duct it is?
Dried up.
Dry duct. Okay. It is long excavated timber having a side walls. Okay, this is purely timber material or semicircular end wall and floor. The open end of the chamber is provided with the gate and acts as the entrance of the duct. Okay, so here there is a entrance of the duct that is made up of gate. Okay, in the gate the duct will come, that ship will come. After entering into the duct, that is closed. Okay, so this is dry dock. Is it clear between the wet docks and harbor dry docks?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Good. So next one term is jetties. So it is a narrow structure. It is a narrow structure projected from the shore, into the water. Okay, with the berth one or both sides of the something. It is at the end also. See, I will draw the diagram. So it is a narrow structure projected from the shore into the water. So whenever you take this is, so this is land surface. The here it is surrounded by the water. So instead of this one, I will take the diagram like this. Okay, like this. Okay, okay, like this. It means this is a kind of water. Okay, land aisa hai na. It means the water is there here. The ship will come here. Okay, ship will come here. Here the loading and unloading at the both the side is taking place. The narrow structure projecting from the shore. Shore means at the end of the water or at the end of the you are like bank of the river होता है, that is called, if the bank of the sea को क्या बोलते हैं, shore बोलते हैं. Into the water berth one or both the sides of, sometimes it is called so. Okay, both the sides, one side or both the sides, is the loading and unloading takes place. Jetty means only small portion it is. Okay, a chota narrow size movement of water is there, in that ship will go and that loading and unloading will take place. These are structures in the form of pile projection. Okay, pile means that is like this column. Okay, so this क्या बोलते हैं, piles बोलते हैं. Built from shore to the deep water. Okay, shore means at the end, deep water means inside the water. The jetties are constructed from the shore to the deep water. They may be constructed into the sea or in a navigable water. The jetties extended from shore to the deep sea to receive ship. Okay, this one only, just you should remember, in jetties it is a narrow structure. projecting from shore into the water with berth. Okay, one or more sides of sometime at the end also. Okay? Just you remember this. See, this is the point. Okay, so this is a very large water places there. So in this case, very small type, small projection is there here. Okay, here. Okay, here the ship will come. They will loading and unloading will take place. Berthing and turning basins. See, berthing means what? Berthing basin means are used for parking of ship. Okay, the ship will come and park. See, in the bus terminals, in the bus stands and all, we after coming traveling, the bus will come to the bus stand. Okay, and afterwards unloading of all the passenger will take place. And afterwards, where it will go? Where that particular vehicle will go? It will go to the depot. Correct? Correct or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, that will go to the depot and that will take the that is halting. That will be done by for the parking. Okay, such a parking is known as berthing. That is, berthing means the parking place for the ships. Okay, berthing basins are used for the parking of ships, while turning for the of ships. In case if they want to start, they want to move. Okay, that is done at the turning of ships, turning basins means that will park first, and afterwards if it wants to go for the working place, so it will start turning and it will go. That particular path is called as turning basin. Okay, so this may be the berthing place. So all the ship will come and they will take parking here. Afterwards, if they want to move, they will move sideways. So pierhead, it is not necessary. Just see what is pierhead. The structure provided at the tip of the breakwater, such as lighthouse. See, breakwater means the entire it is okay. This is entire land. Okay, this for the in order to construct the water the harbor. So this is constructed. Okay, like this it is come. Okay, there is a gate for the harbors. The water is break between this water and this water. Okay, at the end they will construct like this pole. Okay, like this, that is called as breakwater or pierhead. The structure provided at the tip of the breakwater. Okay, the last point of the water which is breaking the natural water and your inside water, that is called as pierhead. Okay, such as lighthouse. So breakwaters. Breakwaters are structures constructed to enclose the harbors. Yes. So when this is your land, okay, so you have to construct your harbor here. Okay, if you want to construct a harbor here, so this is breakwater structure. Okay, because it is breaking the water inside water and outside water. Correct. This is a structure. Breakwaters are the structures constructed to enclose harbors to protect them from the effect of wind generated waves. Okay, it is a place in which it is protected from the winds and dissipated their force of energy. Here outside the waves are here high. Outside, is it high or low? The waves are in outside the breakwater, is it high or low?
High.
High.
So inside the ducts, inside the breakwater, is it high or low?
Low.
Low. Why it is low? Because of breakwater structure. This structure will resist all your high tide waves. And inside the breakwater, the water is it? It is stagnant. It is cool. Okay. It will not be making under disturbance. It helps to use the area this enclose the safe and anchorage for the ships, facilitate loading, unloading, and all. Okay, breakwater will do inside this one. All the loading, unloading, berthing will take place. Height of depends upon the its purpose. Extent of enclosed water area, natural existing shipping work. Okay, so how much is the height of this breakwater is depending upon the its purpose. If it is very important work, then height will be very high. If it is not so important work, then height of the breakwater is very low. Generally, the height of the breakwaters is kept as equivalent to 1.2 to 1.25 times the wave expected. See, the main idea behind the berth, that is breakwater, is to protect the very high tides. Correct na? In future, whatever engineers are there, they will calculate the height of the wave. Okay, so suppose height of the wave is, suppose think that 5 meter high. I mean natural water ऐसे है. Okay, flow of the water. So wave is 5 meter high. So my breakwater should be 1.2 to 1.25 times of wave expected. See, this is the water, natural water. If the 5 times of high wave आ रहे, so मेरा breakwater इससे ज्यादा रहने का कम रहने का, 5 से ज्यादा रहने का और कम रहने का,
ज्यादा.
so it means 5 into 1.2. Okay, so or 5 into 1.25 times ज्यादा रहने का. Okay, so that will protect the inside breakwater. It also helps prevent the beach erosion. So this, see here, this is your breakwater structure. Okay, so here it is natural water is there. So here what outside, here it is natural water, here it is inside water. The most of the common breakwaters used has a core of small rock. Okay, it is made up of small rock or rubble with covering large rocks to keep core for the being washed away. Okay, in order to avoid the that is erosion of the breakwater, there is a large rocks are used and small rocks are also used. Maximum rocks are used. See, this is the breakwaters, how they are constructed. It may be small structure placed 1 or 300 feet offshore in relatively shallow water. Breakwater either fixed or floating, choice depending upon the water depth and tidal. Okay, sometimes breakwater may be floating. Okay, ICB construction. Sometimes it is fixed, okay, depending upon the tidal range. Its construction is usually parallel to the or perpendicular to the coast. Okay, if the coast is like this, okay, it may be parallel or it may be perpendicular breakwater. See, rubble mound breakwater. It means the stones whichever is used, inside there is a small size rocks are there. Outside there is a big, very large size rocks are there. Because whatever waves will come, okay, waves will come, that will hit to the water. That is your rock. Okay, so that if there is a small rocks, then that is damage to the rocks will take place. If the rock size is very high, then damage is very less. Okay, this is harbor side, this is seaside. See how the construction of the your breakwaters are taking place. Okay, so first they will do the embankment here with a small size of materials, and afterwards there is a large size of materials, afterwards very large size of materials. That is done with the help of cranes and all. Okay, one more point, port. What is time? Okay, port, a place where ships may ride, rescue, secure from the storms. Okay, port is a place where if there is any if the ship wants to take the rest, that will come and take the rest at the port. Merriam-Webber. Okay, a harbor, town or city where ships may take discharge cargo. Okay, discharge cargo means unloading of cargos. Ports are commercial places. Okay, whenever there is a Mumbai port is there, no, so that Mumbai port, is it for the manual work or it is meant for the commercial work only? All the ports are meant for commercial work. A place where ships may ride secure from storms. If there is any storm at that time, the port will come and they will take their shelter. It is an installation that has been built around the harbor with a facility for loading and unloading such vessels. Ports are transfer hubs for the trades and are usually built near the natural harbors. Okay, wherever there is a natural harbor, nearby that one, ports are constructed, in which the very soon the ship will come and stay there and unloading will take place. Okay, this is one type of port. Means, so there is a pura harbor hai. Okay, harbor bay, it will come to the particular place and loading and unloading will take place. That is called port. Yes. So this is all about the docks, harbor and port. Construction of all the harbors. Is it clear, everyone?
Yes.
Yes. So this is all comes under the at the end. So last point is there, that is intelligent transportation system. So this point we will take it up in the next class. Okay. So this is the last point is there in this chapter. So after completing this one, the second chapter will get over. Okay. Okay. So now I will take the attendance in a few minutes. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Roll number 12. Roll number 12. 1 minute. Roll number 12. Next. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 23. 24, 25, 26, 27, 27, 28, 29, 29, 30, 31, 30, 32, 33, 34, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 50, 53, 54, 55, 50, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62. Okay, 62. The absent numbers 12, 23, 27, 29, 34, 48, 53, 56. Okay, these are absent numbers. Okay, we'll stop now. We'll continue in the next class. Is it clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. Thank you all.